Hey guys, Multi-Super here and welcome to my review of the World Cup so far. Now, before I start anything, if you like our videos, the Gamer Trios videos, be sure to check them out, give them a like, comment, subscribe, whatever really. It really does help us out and it pushes us to make better videos and pushes us to do more. So, and also the two other YouTubers that are doing this collaboration channel are very good friends of mine and they put out some great videos, so yeah, go and check them out please. So, the World Cup. Now, it's been one of the highest scoring World Cups in history, I believe. There have been loads of goals. So let's start with shock results. Now, obviously, I was absolutely stunned when I saw Spain losing to Holland 5-1. I mean, that was just absolutely crazy. I mean, Van Persie's goal, obviously I'm a Man United fan myself, so I was really pleased that he was able to score 2 goals. But Casillas just had a huge off day. And I have nothing against Casillas. I think he's one of the pioneers of goalkeeping. He's been one of the most talented goalkeepers, if not the most talented of his generation. But he just had a bad day, didn't he? I mean, he didn't come out far enough for the Van Persie goal. Then he's just passed it to, I think it was Van Persie or it might have been Robin, who can just slot it away. Oh dear. And then Spain against Chile, they lost 2-0. And Casillas and Busquets were at fault. I mean, Busquets, how did he miss that? How did he miss about the easiest shot in World Cup is totally beyond me. But, so yeah, Spain's demise looks like they're over and that they're done for until the 2018 World Cup. And it also seems like tiki-taka football is going to meet its end because, you know, Holland and Chile, fast counter-attacking sides, just overwhelmed them in the midfield and defence. And they just kept losing possession. And it was really bad for Spain. And I bet the players will go home and there will be a lot of Spanish fans booing them for this because you don't expect it to happen, do you? Not to the best team in the world. Well, formerly the best team in the world. And I feel it's kind of a shame, to be honest. I mean, I'm not going to say I've never liked Spain because I really did like their style of football and I really like some of the players who were on their team. So, for example, Santi Cazorla, although I'm a Man United fan, David De Gea, I really liked Santi Cazorla. I thought he was a fantastic footballer. And the fact that he's two-footed is just really, really good. I really like that. So what else is there? Oh yeah, the performance of the Mexican goalkeeper Ochoa. Now, this is something I wanted to talk about because I have never seen... Well, I watch a fair bit of football and I've never seen a goalkeeper play with that amount of reflexes and the diving reach that he had. I mean, who was it who was heading it? And I can't remember who it was, but I think it was Diego Costa. He headed it downwards towards goal. It was similar to the Gordon Banks save by Pele, and he just somehow dived about 3 foot maybe and clawed it away. And I was just, oh my days. But what I found really weird was that none of the commentators commented on it. They just, yeah. So they didn't really talk about it. That there was just corner to Brazil, no, corner to Holland, Spain. someone. And no, it was Brazil. I've got no idea. Anyway, so yeah, that was a real surprise for me. Guillermo Ochoa, I'm going to be honest, I had heard of him about once before this, and now I'm really pleased because he looks like a fantastic goalie. And he's also a free agent this summer, so a lot of teams will be looking at him to put on their radar. Other star players include, Charles Aranguis, that was it. The Chilean maestro. I'd never heard of him either. He plays for Internacional, and obviously he has an I'm on the match on FIFA, and he looks absolutely quality. I mean, his passing stats and like his passing in real life is just great. I mean, the way he can just slip balls through Sanchez and Vargas and players like that who can finish were absolutely amazing. And I think that's contributed massively to Chile having such success in the tournament thus far. We've also got Memphis Depay. Look, I don't think he was a star player necessarily, but he scored a fantastic goal. One of the best goals I've seen in the World Cup from 30 yards out. And think, for a 19-year-old to be, no, 20-year-old, sorry, to be that cool in front of goal is a real achievement. And I really like Memphis Depay. I think he's got a great future, and I hope a good, proper side signs him. But my overall star player of this tournament so far has to be Luis Suarez. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying that, but he's just ripped England to shreds. I mean, it's not like our defenders don't know him. We play with him every week in the Premier League, and he just always just ruins us. His goals, yes, they're a bit bad defending, but still beautiful finishes. I mean, no goalkeeper in the world could have reached that. And when you think he's had like a month, or something like a month, I don't know how long, but quite a while out with injury, it was very, very surprising that he's been able to perform to this level, and this is one of the reasons I hate Luis Suarez. As a Manchester United fan, I really dislike him, but you have to give him credit for the 2 goals he scored. Yes, a couple of slip-ups in the defence, but it's not like he didn't have a lot of work to do, and he did that work to the best of his ability, and it's what he was born to do. And why would you take away someone for doing that? Although I didn't... Hang on, don't ignore that. So, who I think is going to be in the quarterfinals. Okay, so this has been quite a tough one for me, but I'm gonna base it off what I think. So I'm gonna go. In the last 16. Sorry, why did I say the quarterfinals? Well, I think we'll get through from the group. So obviously the Netherlands and Chile are through from Group B. I think Brazil and Croatia instead of Mexico for Group A. I think Colombia and Ivory Coast for Group C. I think Italy and Costa Rica for Group D. I think France and Switzerland for Group E. I think Argentina and Nigeria for Group F. I think Germany and I think Ghana, because Portugal have lost 4-0, so I think I'm going to go with Ghana. And Belgium and probably Russia, Group H. So out of them, so I think the winners of each group will be Brazil, Netherlands, Colombia, Italy, I'm going to go for. No, hang on, I'm going to go for Costa Rica. Brazil, Holland, Colombia, Costa Rica, France, Argentina, Germany, and yeah, probably Belgium. So like all the teams at the top currently. So that would mean Brazil will play Chile, Netherlands will play Croatia, and I think Brazil and Netherlands will progress. Colombia will play Italy, Costa Rica will play Ivory Coast, and I think, Colombia, Italy. I think Italy and Ivory Coast would progress. So, yeah. So Brazil, Netherlands, Ivory Coast, Italy. Right. And then we've got who I think will go through: France v Nigeria and Argentina v Switzerland. So I think that would be France and Argentina. And then Germany would play Russia and Ghana will play Belgium, and I'll go Germany and Belgium. So the 8 teams that I think will get through to the quarterfinals are Netherlands, Ivory Coast, Italy, France, Argentina, Germany, and Belgium. That's my prediction. And now I've got it on camera. So it's there. But the last thing I want to talk about is England, and once again we have disappointed ourselves by not progressing past the group stage and major tournament. I mean, in 2010 we only just scraped through a group that was really in our favour, wasn't it? I mean, Algeria, USA and Slovenia, we should have got 9 points there and been well on the way, but we didn't. We scraped through. We almost lost to the USA thanks to Robert Green's goalkeeping antics. And then, thanks to a stupid disallowed goal, we lost 4-1 to Germany. And I think we were well beaten. Although, obviously, Lampard's goal didn't count and that turned the tide a bit. We were well beaten by that point until it was a bit of a fluky goal. I mean, I really respect Frank Lampard, but maybe we would have got through, but I'm not necessarily sure we would have progressed much further, to be honest, in the 2010 World Cup. In the 2014 World Cup, it's also been a disappointment. Yes, we've got a hard group. Yes, Italy and Uruguay as the first 2 games is probably the hardest anyone's got. I would say, I mean, obviously Spain had the Netherlands and Chile, but to be honest, I think I'd take the Netherlands and Chile over Italy and Uruguay. So yeah, Italy, we played very, very well. For England, we did very well. I was completely satisfied with our performance, apart from Rooney. I mean, the goals that went in, they were just minor things. Mario Balotelli, it was a good cross and he was just in the right place at the right time. I thought the defenders played brilliantly. The holding midfielders, Gerrard and Henderson, did okay. So what was I saying? I always lose my train of thought. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, the holding midfielders did well, didn't they? But what I was disappointed about was Rooney and Roy Hodgson's seemingly endless desire to play him on the left when he's been in the centre of attacking midfield. In my opinion, that's just where he flourishes. So he played left and he didn't do much. He obviously assisted Sturridge's goal, which was about the only meaningful thing he did. But he's still the key player for us. Everyone has to accept that. He's so important, and we cannot afford to be playing him at left attacking midfield. Yes, he can cut in and shoot, but his natural thing is to score goals and create passes and dribbles for his teammates. And if he's stuck on the left mid, he's got to run back a lot more to support the 2 holding midfielders. Because when England are defending, they turn into a 4-4-1-1. So the left mid and the right mid push back to assist the CDMs. So it's only the attacking mid and the striker who stay up. And Rooney's not suited to playing left mid. He's just not. Especially on his weaker foot, so he can't even get a good cross in. Although that cross storage was very good. But I don't think that was when the ball was bouncing and he was able to get it onto his right foot. But in the second game against Uruguay, it was completely the opposite. We played quite badly, if I'm honest. Rooney did a lot better, but the defence didn't look interested. And you can't blame all of it on the defence. Our finishing was not up to scratch. Rooney and Sturridge, and I think Welbeck, all of them had chances where they should have been putting it away in the back of the net, as they can do in training. In fact, I went to England I think I saw England Moldova, 4-0, and it was so easy. And yes, I know that Uruguay are better than Moldova, but still, it was the same kind of situations. Back then, we had Walcott, and he dribbled in, and from about 6 yards, he was able to, he cut through the whole Moldova defence and just slotted it away. Why couldn't Sturridge do that? He just didn't. And I know Uruguay have Godin and Muslera, and they're not as bad as Moldova. But still, I would expect a player of Sturridge's calibre to want to score at least one goal in the World Cup finals. And I'm not questioning his desire here, I'm just questioning the effort levels. So that's my thoughts on England, and we've just not been up to scratch again. And we haven't filled the stadiums either. I mean, yes, a lot of fans have made the effort, and I appreciate them, but I still believe that there is a distinct lack of England supporters supporting. I mean, look at, if you saw the stadium against Uruguay, yes, Uruguay are in South America, but it was a lot more Uruguay fans than England fans. There were very few England flags, and it was sad, and now we're out because Costa Rica have somehow done it again. They've beaten Italy, and we're out of the World Cup at the group stage, as everyone said we would be. And it's just a shame that we haven't been able to silence the critics and go a little bit further. But hey, there's always 2018. This has been Multi Ferrari from Gamer Trio. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And have a very enjoyable day.